Welcome to Tabletop Battle and Spillforening the Fellowship. STF for short, because it's, very long.
And it's in Norwegian, and it doesn't really make much sense.
Exactly. A co-op between two great nations, where we're gonna do an awesome battle report of the fantastic Relicblade game. As you know, they have a Kickstarter out now for the third wave. And we're going to show you models from the second wave and the first wave, so that you can see how the game plays. And, if you like it, go and support Sean Sutter. Great guy, made everything himself. Fantastic artist. Yeah. So do it and be proud. Ole, do you want to say something, or should I continue talking?
Oh, I'll just continue talking. You're doing a great job.
By the way, he's called Weil when on camera.
Yeah.
Okay, for the Bone&Darkness, which I am going to play, it's 99 points of Bone Stalkers, 4 of them. I'm going to have my Bone Construct and I'm going to have my Dark Wanderer. These guys are the models made by Sean and painted by Weil. Yes, Ole is a very nice painter. Don't you have a lot of models at your place that is mine, Ole?
I do. They are a work in progress. For the Path of the Advocates, we have the hero side, or the good side. These are models from the first wave, the starter set. We have the Cleric of Justice with the Spirit Weapon. We also have a Wild Elf Druid.
And the true nature of the Wild Elf Druid.
Yeah, it's a cave bear form. And the ever so stalwart Questing Knight.
Yes.
And I am at 100 points exactly.
So you will win the game because you have 1 point more than me.
Well, so that is the Seeker's Handbook. That is one of the main components of the second wave. It's a campaign book for Relicblade, and adds a whole other depth to the game. As you can see, it's played on a 2x2 board, and we're just going to play the standard scenario from the first. The first standard scenario. It's just a relic in the middle, and it's a game about destroying the opponent.
Yes.
So we have...
But if you find a relic, you can pick it up and use it. Maybe it's something very cool.
Yeah, we have a relic deck with powerful relics, so we'll draw a relic when we get into base contact.
Few words about the terrain. This is Pedion tiles with some added extras. As you can see, fantastic detail. Trees are by Pedion. Look at the river. This is going to be very beautiful to play on. Some Lord of the Rings equipment here. As you can see, I've tried to make a storyline here where someone has assaulted this ancient graveyard, but they have only managed to open 2 of the coffins. And then something must have happened. I don't know what, but this is going to be a dangerous battleground. Let's get started. So we have rolled for sides, and we have rolled for priority.
Yep.
Ole Weil, god damn it, won the side choosing, so he chose this side. Of course he did. So that my bone guys have to walk or jump over this little makeshift bridge. But I'm going to start the ball, so I will do that now. And darkness is coming to get you. Okay, I'm going to start with a Dark Wanderer. He's going to cast the Bone Harvest on the Bones Construct. So I will spend 1 die to cast that, and I will also spend 1 die to give myself a bonus die. The TTB die, not the STF die. This is important. It goes off on a 3+, has a range of 8, and I can then steal wounds from myself or one of these guys up to total of 3, including this one. That is going to get the 3 wounds so that he can be active. So let's see if I can make that on a 3+. I can. That means I will take 2 wounds off of one of these and 1 wound of the other. And then I get 2 dice left, which I will use to move. That's approximately 6, not approximately, it's going to be, that's 1 inch, 2 inch, and then, yeah, 4 inches up to here. So those are all my dice spent, and this guy now has 3 wounds. He has 2 wounds remaining, and he has 3 wounds remaining. He is now down to a lesser state, so he now has 1 less action point since he got a broken bone. You will see that when Ole shows the cards on the screen.
I will activate the questing knight. He's got 4 action dice. I will spend 1 to cast command on the cleric. It's a difficulty of 2+.
You made it!
Successful, so the cleric has an extra action die. And then I will spend my remaining... No, I'll spend 2 action dice to move.
So for each action dice you can move your allotted movement, which in the case of the questing knight is 3.
So I can move up to a total of 6.
With 2 dice. On this beautiful Pidion terrain.
To there.
Yes.
And then I will spend the last one to give myself a dodge token.
Yes, and with dodges you can roll 2 dice when you're defending against an attack.
Yes.
Or challenging, as it's called. Challenge dice. Okay, over to the bone harvest. I'm back with Bone&Darkness. I'm going to use this guy, which has lost 2 wounds already. He's going to do a leap, and that is, with his 3 dice, it is a difficulty 5 on 1 die. So let's see how that goes. He has a move of 5, so I can also walk 10. Oh, it failed. Okay, then I will use the 2 remaining actions to walk 5 and walk 5 for a total of 10. I'll just do some quick measuring over here. That's 1 inch, and you can pass through your own models. 9. So he will end up running through his friends and roughly over here. Now I'm very close to the...
To the relic, yeah?
Yes! Woo!
Very excited. So I will activate the Cleric of Justice. I gain 4 action die, but since I used command on him with the questing knight, I have another one. So I have 5 total. So I will spend 3 die to move.
A total of 9.
So 3, 6, 9 over to here. And I will then spend the 2 remaining to cast Spirit Weapon.
Woohoo!
It has a difficulty of 5.
With 2 dice.
Oh!
When you make it?
I make it, and if it had been a damage roll, that would have been a critical hit, because it matches the dots on the pips on the die.
Yep.
There. So I can then place the Spirit Weapon
Within 3 inches.
within 3 inches, so there.
Okay. Well, there he is. But can he capture the relic?
No, but he can stop you from capturing it.
What? I love my bone stalkers, so I'm gonna do this guy, which has lost 1 wound. He's gonna do the same, try to leap 10 inches on a 5+. Yes! That is the 6. So he's gonna move 10 inches. And now I don't have to measure the way he's going here. I can just pounce him over here, like so. And what does that mean, Ole? Now I have 2 dice left.
Yeah.
He can actually move 5 inches with 1 die. So I'm just gonna go, and now I'm gonna be a little bit clever and put my hand in front of the camera. So I'm going to go... Now this is important. I can't pass within half an inch of this, because then we will get engaged.
Yes.
But the question is, do I want to engage you? No, I don't. So I will move him over here, staying more than half an inch away from you. And then I will use the last action die, 1 to walk, and the last one to pick it up.
Yeah,
And that means...
give the deck a quick shuffle.
Again?
Yeah.
I promised I have shuffled it.
Well, I don't trust you when it comes to the relics.
Let's see. What do I get? Laurel of Peace. Bone&Darkness don't need laurels of peace. Bearer cannot be a target by attacks for 1 round. Woohoo! Cool. I like it. But that goes on to the Bone Stalker down here. Yeah. So he will now have this, but he also has lost 1 wound, as you can see.
Can you imagine a laurel of peace on the head of a Bone Stalker?
That must look fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so over to Wiles group.
I will activate the spirit weapon. 2 dice. Spend 1 to move, and I end up within
half an inch.
Half an inch. So I am engaged. So I get 1 die to do an attack with.
Yes. This is called a charge, and when you do a charge, you basically get the movement die back, so you can use it to attack with.
Yeah. So I could spend 1 of my die now to get a focus die and use 2 dice to cast Spirit Hammer. But it's on a 4+. I'm gonna risk it. I'm going to.
Oh, he's brave.
Well.
So you have 2 dice. You have spent 1 to move. You got that back, so you still have 2.
But I can't use Spirit Hammer twice.
Nope.
But I could use Spirit Hammer and then improvised attack.
Yes.
So I'll use the Spirit Hammer on a 4+.
No!
And it's a success.
Stop with the 6s.
So it's a success.
Yep.
The challenge die, I do a total of 5 damage.
Because you have a plus of 3.
Plus 3 on the Spirit Hammer and 2 on the die.
The Bone Stalkers have an armor of 1.
Of 1.
So I need a 4 to challenge here. That is not a 4, so that is 2 versus your 5, so I take 3 points of damage.
And that makes you disabled.
That makes me 2 pips, and he's disabled.
That one. The one with the...
Yeah, that one, that's what I said. So 1, 2, 3 is exactly enough to make him disabled. So he will now get a disabled pig token next to him.
Yep.
And, well...
I have some bad news because I have another die.
Yes, you do. Oh, yeah, because you can kill him.
Because you are now disabled, I can now kill you using the improvised attack on the Spirit Hammer.
Fail. It's a 4+.
And a 4+.
Fail.
No!
Yes! I live again. Soon I will show you something cool. I will activate another Bone Stalker. This one, which doesn't have any wounds at all. 3 action dice. I'm going to spend 1 die on the leap, which is difficulty 5. Yes, it's a 6 again! I have possessed your SDF dice. So as we know, the other one jumped 10 and Al landed around here, so he will do the same. And now, what can I do, Ole?
You could try to remove my spirit weapon.
Yes, so he will continue to move into base contact, or within half an inch.
Yeah.
That is another die. So I only have 1 left, but as you remember, when I charge, I get 1 back. So I have 2 dice now.
Yes.
I will spend 1 die to do a gore attack. That is a 3+.
Oh!
That is a critical. I do a +2 damage, but when you do a critical on 1 die, you get another +2. So I have +4 versus yours and this additional die, which I will roll now. So my base damage is 4 plus 3. So that's 7.
Oh. The spirit weapon doesn't have any armor.
No armor?
So I really can't do anything because a 5 minus 7 is 2.
And you have how many?
No dots.
Nothing.
So it's just go poof, poof, and it's gone.
But you can bring it back next turn.
But it can be brought back.
Yeah.
Indeed.
With my last die, I'm going to give myself a dodge token.
Good idea.
So that I can resist your attacks. Your last character.
Yep. So it's the Wild Elf Druid. I have 4 action die. I will spend 2 at first to move.
This also has a move of 3.
Yes.
So 6 total. Most humans have 3 inches basic movement.
Yeah. Also elves.
And elves.
The question is...
Yeah, because it's an elf.
Yes, it is. We don't even know what race the questing knight is. That is a half dragon, the cleric.
Cool.
But most heroes move 3. So, well, I don't have that much I can do, to be honest.
So these tokens here indicate that they have gotten a dodge.
Ooh. No, it's not. We're not close enough. So I'll just take 1.
You had something nice planned, but
well, I could, but it's not far enough range. I will take 1 dodge token.
Okay.
Yep.
And that is the rest is mine. 2 remaining characters for me. I have a 5-inch move for each die. I got 3 dice, so I can move a total of 15. I don't need to leap now because I don't have to do anything special after. So he will just move up to here. I think that will be roughly 15. I can actually go a little bit further. Like this. And we're now protecting the relic, which I already got. And then the bone construct, which has 3 action dice as well, but it can only move 3 inches. So he's going to move. Yeah, he's going to move. And you remember, as I said, you can move past your own models, but you cannot move past enemy models or through them.
So you spent all 3 action die to move a total of 9.
Yes, and that brings us into the next round.
It's priority.
Yes, let's see who gets it.
Well, actually, before we do that,
Yes.
you have to roll. On a 6,
We have
your
recovery
roll. Yes.
Recovery roll first. After you have done, you do the recovery roll, and a roll of a 6. Any members of your band which is disabled gets back up with 1 wound. That was close, but no cigars. You also have to remove the dodge tokens, because they will not follow into the next round. Okay, so then we see who gets initiative. I get a 6, you get a 1. That means I go first. Woohoo! Round 2, and I won the toss-off, as you could see, which is awesome, because now I'm going to activate this bone construct, which I have. I have reaped wounds from my friendly... What's going on with that 3? Over here. And he is now going to cast a spell, or howl. He's actually going to howl. It has a range of 8, so I can reach your priest or cleric. Now I used 1 die to move 3 inches, so that is removed. I now have 2 dice left. I will spend 1 die to gain a bonus die, and that means I can use the last die to do the attack. And the attack, the howl, has a difficulty of 5, and it does 3 damage, but it also binds you, so you cannot move. Let's see, 3 plus. That is double 6s, so I guess you are bound, but you also take 3 damage. Remember, this time I didn't roll a 3, so I don't get the critical hit, so damage is only 3. Plus the d6 that I'm going to roll now. 3 plus 5 is 8.
So the cleric has a armor of 2.
Plus 5, 7. Nice one. So you only take 1 point of damage.
So I will activate the questing knight.
Questing knight.
He's got 4 action die. I will spend 1 and 2, and I have to spend a 3rd one to move here.
Okay.
So,
and should we inform the people that since I have 1 disabled character, but you can't attack that as there is a friendly character within half an inch of it. So the one in the middle can't be attacked, so he has to go after this one.
And then I will have to take him afterwards as well.
Good luck with that.
The questing knight probably won't be able to do that. So I have 1 dice left, but I gain 1 to do an attack because I charged. And since I am a swords master, I get plus 1 action dice for attacks.
What? You can't make up rules.
I don't. It's the sword master.
So that is an
I've
added.
paid 2 points for it.
Yeah, it's an added skill that you can have. That's one of the cool things about this game. It might look a bit simple with only a few models on each side, but there's so much variety and so much things you can do.
Absolutely.
Upgrades and stuff.
And I will then spend... do I have to?
I don't know.
I'll
Give
do
yourself,
a vicious strike first.
you give yourself a bonus die,
Yep.
and you do a vicious strike.
Yep.
That is a casting of 7 total. You don't have to roll the exact numbers, but you have to roll 2 dice, since that's the difficulty, and it has to be more than, or 7 or more together on these 2 dice. And you fail miserably.
Yeah. That's not good at all. Okay, then I will spend the last remaining die to throw a longsword attack on a difficulty of 4+.
rolling a 1.
You have really cursed these dice.
I have. So these things, you can use them only once per round. Some will have X, 2 or 3 or whatever. That means you can do the maul attack 3 times in a round. So good to know.
I have actually forgotten that I have a magic weapon and everything is
-1
difficulty. But rolling once doesn't really help.
Wouldn't have made it anyway. Over to me, right?
Yes.
Bone&Darkness. I'm going to use this guy, which is unhurt, and he's going to do a gore attack on you. But before I use 1 action die to do that, I will give myself a bonus die by spending an action die. So I take 1 die away from my pool, and I gain a bonus die. And then I will spend 1 die to do the attack. And the gore, I can use that 2 times, so the last die will also be spent if I can't take you down on the first. Now, the good thing now is that I have the normal action die and the bonus die. I need a 3+ to wound you, and it's a +2 damage. And that is 6 total, so no problem. I have a +2 damage for a total of 7. You will roll a challenge die with your armor value of
3.
3+. Can you stop that? No damage.
No damage.
Okay, but I will then use the last action die to gore you again on a 3+. Let's roll a 3. No, it's a miss. Crap. Over to Weil.
So I will activate the Cleric of Justice, but the problem is that the Bone Construct has bound it.
Yes.
And it is a bind of 3. That means I have to spend movement die and try to get a 3+.
To be able to move.
Yes. So let's see if I can break the bind. Yes, I do.
4.
So I can then move.
Yep.
3 inches. Let's see. How shall I move there?
Move away.
I'll move up here too. Oops. Just try to not destroy the table. Svein has built here.
Yes, very nice table.
It's a very nice table, it is. I have 2.
Yes, you have.
I have 3 dice. I will cast Spirit Hammer.
Yep. You spent 1 die to move, and you got 3 dice left. Spirit Hammer on a
5. It costs 2 die.
Yeah.
To cast it.
And you also have a spell that gives you 1 less difficulty. Okay, so you put that there.
Yeah. So it says that the weapon may immediately attack.
Yes.
So I think I will attack.
Okay, you got 2 dice on the Spirit Hammer,
Mm-hmm.
and you got 2 dice left on your Cleric.
Yeah. So no, I have 1 dice on the Cleric.
Yeah, because it costs 2.
Yeah.
Cost as well.
I will cast Spirit Hammer attack on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 4+.
No!
Fails. I will then cast an improvised attack. I'll try to see if I have better luck in this spot. Hey,
4+,
it's
you
a
make
critical. So
But it doesn't do any. Doesn't have any plus.
no, it's +0.
Yeah.
So it's now +2.
Yeah, because you do
Because
2,
it's a critical?
2 damage.
And then I do 6 total damage.
I have an armor of 1, as you remember, on the Bone Stalkers. So I need a 5 to negate any damage. And that's a 2, which is a total of 3. That means I take 3 wounds.
Yes.
And that one is one of the unhurt ones.
Yep.
So then we come into something special. I will now end up over here on this point that you can see, and that means I lose 1 action die per turn until I can eventually get it back somehow. Over to me. No, you want? Yeah, you have your
Cleric of
cleric.
Justice. So he will charge. There.
Yes.
So I gain the attack die back. I lose the die under the table. I will then
Use what weapon?
use the Warhammer. It is now cast on a 3+ because I have the Hammer of Justice, so that's -1 difficulty. So I'll do it. This spot is a nice 3+, and it's a success.
You can't use that spot anymore. Plus,
It's a +3 damage. So that's a total of 6.
Okay. So I will use my challenge die. I still have an armor of 1. Hey, that's a 7 total, so no damage. Okay, so I'm going to use this guy, which has taken some damage from the cleric, and I will repeat or return the pleasure. So as we said, when I get this broken bone thing that you saw on the card, I lose 1 action dice, so I now only have 2. But I will use my gore attack 2 times. It's a 3+, and if I roll a 3, it's a critical, and then I will have +2 damage. That's at least a hit. Now I have +2 damage. Let's roll this one, because that's the TTP die. And there you go, for 8 damage! And the cleric had how many armor?
2 armor.
2 armor! Come on! Come on!
6.
That's a 1! You take a whooping 5 damage! Is he dead?
That is...
Is it
1,
dead?
2, 3, 4.
It is dead!
That's disabled.
Yes, it's important. When you lose all your wound boxes, you're not dead, and any excess wounds don't spill over. So he's now disabled, but the thing is, I have 1 more attack. And if I can only hit him again, he will die, because as soon as they take damage, they are dead.
Yes.
Final die, 3+, let's hope for a critical. No, God!
You failed.
It's a miss!
Yes! That is very good.
But you only have your elf druid left, and I still got a couple of guys that come in and kill that thing.
But what is the druid?
Elf. Druid.
It's a wild elf druid, and it has...
It's a bear!
Well... Or... It heals!
No!
Yes!
No healing!
Let's see. The druid will activate. It has 4 action die. I will spend 1 to move.
1 die spent.
Here, let's see. Is that enough?
Yes, that is within 6 inches. I can guarantee you.
Guess so. So I will then get a focus die. And then I have 2 dice and a focus die. I will spend 1 die and a focus die to cast Regrowth. It has 3 uses and target recovers 2 health boxes.
Okay.
I have -1 difficulty on spells, and it has usually a difficulty of 4.
So it's now a 3.
Now a 3. So let's see.
You make it.
That is, it's well within.
So he gets 2 back.
Yeah. So it's not disabled anymore.
Not disabled anymore.
And then I have 1 more die, and I can use Crushing Wines.
Crushing
Let's
Wines.
see. Yeah, I will do Crushing Wines on this guy.
It has activated.
Oh, sorry. Crushing die is at 2
dice.
2 dice, so I can't do that.
Okay, cool. Give yourself a dodge token.
I'll do a dodge token, yeah.
Okay, over to me, because now you have spent all your characters, and I still got 1 Bone Stalker and the big boss Dark Wanderer. Okay, Bone Stalker. This one, as you might remember, took 2 wounds in the beginning when I gave this guy 3 wounds. So he has 2 wounds left only. But I will now spend 1 action die of my 3 to charge up to here. Place myself within half an inch of you. I will then gain that die back to attack with, and it's a 3+ on the gore. Let's get a crit. Are you ready? That is a 2.
Yep.
So I will then spend another die to do another gore on a 3. That's a hit at least, but no crit, so +2 damage. And where did the white die go? I like my TTB die. +2 and... no, that's a 3 only.
So
you have an armor of 2.
the cleric has armor of 2, but I have Sigil of Justice, which gives me +2 armor while critically wounded. So I have an armor rating of 4. So you don't even surpass my armor, so I don't need to...
Then I will do... I don't have any gores left, but I still have improvised attack, which is a 4+ and 0 bonus. So let's see. Nothing. So your cleric still lives.
It's a holy cleric, so it's no wonder why the Bone&Darkness can't do anything.
It's very nice that you say wonder, because now my Dark Wanderer is coming. And he is going to go... let's see, he can move 3. I got 4 action dice with him. He will move up well, he actually has to. I think I will have to spend 3 dice to get into contact with you. So I will spend 3 dice, and that allows me to move a total of 9 inches. And as you can see, that is 5 and 4. Yeah, so I will be within. I don't have to measure exactly where I go because we know I have the range. That will put myself within half an inch. And I will now use my last die of the 4 to do a stone knife on a 3+.
That is not.
That is not. But now we are set up for the kill next turn.
Yep. So recovery phase. Remove the dodge token. You have a.
I have 1
disabled character in there.
On a 6 he gets up. Hey!
It does.
With 1 wound. And as you can see here, we have the ability to remove these things.
Yep.
Pips that you put on because you have put them in
Sleeves.
sleeves, yes.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. And then use a marker so that you can erase it. Like that.
Whiteboard mark.
Whiteboard marker.
Priority.
Priority. I roll a 2. Yes! Woohoo! I go first.
I get a 1.
I won the toss-off. I'm going to do my Dark Wanderer. It's a fun thing that you said wander off or something. He's going to attack the cleric again. This time I will use a Dread Maul. That is a 1 die difficulty, but I will also give myself a bonus die so that I can get 2 dice to attack with. So I now have 2 dice left and I will attack with these. It's a difficulty of 5, but I only need to score a 5 total on 2 dice. But if one of these come up with a 5, that is a critical. If both of them come up with 5, it's double critical, which gives d6 wounds extra. That's a 5, so it's a critical, which means I have a +5 plus the 1 die critical, which is +2. So I have a total of 7 for another 1. So 8 damage.
8 damage. I have a armor of 4.
Since you were critically wounded.
I'll use the
good die.
The good die. Huh? Let's see.
Let's see the 1.
I need a 4.
Let's see the 1.
Nope.
Yes! So that means you take 3 damage, and that puts you down again, since you only had 2 wounds
So
left.
I'm now disabled, and you still have 2 dice on the Dark Wanderer.
Yes, I do. Haha! Disabled cleric. I don't remember if we did it one of the previous turns, but when you're disabled, you do not roll a challenge die. So that means if I can only hit him, he will take damage.
Yes.
And I still haven't used my stone knife. So that is a 3+. I spend 1 of my 2 remaining dice. That goes off. That means you will take at least 3 damage. 1 and 4 damage minimum, because the 1 I can roll as the lowest I can roll, plus the 3 that the stone knife does.
Yeah. So the cleric is dead.
And you also lose the spirit hammer.
Well, I'd say so, because it's the cleric that keeps it into this world.
Yeah, actually the cleric has to pay an upkeep to keep it going, but you still have some spell that allows you not to do that. But if you didn't have that spell, you would have to pay an upkeep of 1 action, and you can't obviously do that since you're dead.
Yeah.
So that means the spell is also not functioning. Okay, so that was him, and now it's over to you. No, I got 1 die left.
You have 1 more die.
Let's see. I will range 8. Target loses all dodge tokens and suffers -1 speed for 1 round. No, not interesting. I will do a dodge on myself.
Yep.
So I will give him a dodge token.
So the questing knight will try to avenge the cleric. I will spend 1 action die to cast command on the wild elf druid. So it's on a 2+, and I failed it.
Fails.
What a waste of die. I will then try to cast Vicious Strike on that Bone Stalker. I will use my bonus attack die for
being a swordmaster.
Vicious Strike. Let's see. It's a difficulty of 7.
That's a 5.
Fails. And then I have 2 more dice.
And you can't use that attack again. So that
I
means
actually had
-1 difficulty.
magic weapons -1 difficulty. keep forgetting that.
But you still wouldn't make it,
But
because
I
you
always
will roll a 5.
That is very true. So I will use the longsword attack with 1 dice.
That's not a
It's a
hit.
difficulty of 3 now, but
Still.
that's a miss.
And a dodge token, I think, would be a smart thing. Because I'm coming after you. And the good things about the dodge tokens is that you don't have to say that you will spend it when you're attacked. You can wait until the attacker has rolled and see what he gets.
Yes, I will use it for the challenge roll, but I will actually cast Stonekin Serum on myself.
Stonekin Serum.
Yes, it's a 2+. Or is
Serum?
it, yeah, 2+. I failed to apply it.
I'm feeling for you. I'm feeling for you. Then it's
okay.
over to the Bone&Darkness. Let's finish this party. I will use this guy, and this guy, as you remember, got rejuvenated in the recovery phase, so he's back with 1 wound. That also means I am disabled, or not disabled, but I am damaged. So I only have 2 action dice instead of the normal 3. So I will spend 1 action die to do the gore. It's a 3+, let's get a crit. No, but it's a hit, +2 damage. Let's do the white one. That's a total of 4. What is your armor?
3.
3, so you can't fail. I will spend my second gore attack, 3+. That is a 6. +2 damage for the gore attack. That's a 4 again, so I can't do anything to you. So that's him done.
The knight is tough, but he can't do anything. Okay, so last resort. The wild elf druid sees that the situation is dire and sees that it's time to take the shape as a bear. So it's a 5+, 2 die. It's a success.
Yes, very
and
much.
it is now a bear standing there. Suddenly. Okay. It has now 1 die left. And it will charge. It can't.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, so it
Half an
gains 1 attack for the charge. One action die to attack with.
And you got the maul.
I do maul. It's a 3+ with 3 damage, and it's a crit. So that is +5 damage, and that is 11 damage.
And I only have an armor of 1.
Yep.
So I can't possibly beat that. And if I have the maximum luck, I can score a 7, and that's still 4 damage, which will bring it down.
Yep. So it is disabled.
Because I only have 4 wounds on these stalkers. So this one is now disabled.
Seems like I should have used the bear.
You should have gone into bear mode earlier. But now, over to me.
Yes.
Let's bring in the big bad boy. Now I will show you something clever. He has a move of 3, so I will move 2 and then a further 1, bringing him in around here, so that's 3-inch move. Then I will move another die, use another die to move here. That brings me within 1 inch of your bear. No, that's half an inch, sorry. As you can see, I'm now within 1 inch of your bear, and this baby has an attack which has a range of 1. So I spent 2 dice to move, but I get 1 back since it's a charge. I'm now engaged with you, so I'm not engaged with you. I'm engaged in combat.
They are engaged in combat.
So I get 1 die that I can use on an attack, and then I will spend 1 die to get a bonus die. And I'm going to use Reaping Claw, has a range of 1, it's a difficulty of 5, so I need to roll 5 in total, but if I get a 5 on one of these dice, that's a crit. That's a 6, so no crits, but I still make it. It has a +5 damage.
Oh.
Yes, so +5. Yes! 11! Woohoo! What does the bear say?
Well,
it has an armor of 2.
has an armor of 2. So 4, that is 5.
So you take 7 points of damage.
7. Wow.
It's
1, 2,
dead.
3, 4, 5, 6. No.
Disabled!
Disabled.
Woo!
Wow,
People,
that is hard.
Bone and Darkness, you gotta love them.
They are hard. They are very, very hard.
Yes. And that means I still have my... this guy and this guy left. They haven't done anything yet.
Nope.
These two. So I will spend 5... yeah, that's no problem. I will spend 5 inches to get over here.
Remember that you can't kill the bear while the knight is within half an inch.
That is true, because he is not...
because he's helping his
That
prey.
is true. I can't attack him even though he's disabled because he's still alive.
Yeah, so you need to take out the knight.
Okay, then I will move back a little bit, position myself here, and hope that I can get this one in as well. Okay, so this guy has 2 wounds left, so he hasn't lost any action dice, so I still have 3. Remove 1 because I move, but then it's a charge, so I get it back. I will then spend 1 die to get a bonus die, and I will do my gore attack, and still have 1 die left. So gore on a 3+, that's an 8 in total, and I have a +2 damage on that for a total of 3, and your armor is 3, so I can't do anything.
Oh.
Last die is spent on another gore, 3+, that's a miss! And then the last dude is gonna move. Now he only has 2 action dice, since he has only 1 wound left. That was what we had to check.
Yeah.
So he can move up to here and also be within half an inch. He only has 1 die left now, so he will do the gore attack on your knight. 3+. It's a miss.
Yep. Well, you have 1 more die. You charged.
Oh yeah, I charged. That's right. So I will do another gore
gore.
attack. There you go. That's a hit. +2. Come on. Yes! 8!
8. So
You have
let's
an
see.
armor of 4
Armor of 3.
on your knight. Didn't you have some extra fancy schmancy?
It's a 3 plus at least a 1 on the die, so that is 4.
Oh yeah, that's what we said.
So 6.
Six.
So I take 2 damage.
Yes,
You
you
do.
do. And that should bring you
Close to being critically
close to
wounded.
being critical wounded. That means we go into the recovery phase.
Yes.
I have 1 down and you have 1 down.
Yep. So
I'll roll a nothing.
nothing, and let's see. We want to see this.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. No, we don't.
Bear is still disabled, and that
Yep.
means I'm in a good position to win. Let's do
Yes.
the toss-off and see who gets the initiative. I will win that. Yes. Okay, so let's start by killing the bear. Now, it can't do anything. No,
You
I
have
can't.
to take the questing knight first.
Have to take the knife first.
But don't you have some ranged attack?
yes, I do have the bind one.
Yeah, and that does the...
The howl. Howl. The bone construct has howl. It's a costing value of 5. So I am now engaged, so I can't get the charge bonus die. So I will give myself one bonus or focus die, as it's called. And then I will use 1 to attack with, and I have 1 left in case I manage to bring you down. Okay, so Howl is a 5+. That is a critical. You take 6 damage. And that was the focus die as well. 6 damage plus this die for a total of 10.
So I have 3 armor.
7.
7.
Taking 3 wounds.
3 wounds. And that is the knight disabled.
Woohoo! And that means, my friends, he's disabled, he's disabled. If I can now just finish them off, he
Reaping
will
Claw?
be dead. Yeah, Reaping Claw, I have still 1 die left on him, so Reaping Claw is a 5+. Because now I can attack the bear, since the knight is down. And that's a miss. But you can't do anything,
No.
so I can just continue.
You just have to get 1 successful attack.
Yeah,
On
so
each
let's try this one. That one has 3 dice, so he's fine. I will use 1 die to get the bonus die, attack with 2 dice. On the gore,
It's a success, and the bear is taken out.
yeah, because you can't defend.
Nope.
And then I will use this guy with only 2 dice left, give myself a bonus die, attack with the gore, and it's
The
even a
knight's
critical, and the knight is dead, and I think we will call that game.
Thanks for the game.
Bone and Darkness. We will be back with a short summary. And welcome back. You have just witnessed darkness and gore killing the heroes of yonder. Very cool game.
Yes,
I love it.
I love it. It's the art style is so unique. I think it's a very comic-y feel to it.
And he makes all the cards himself.
Yeah, Sean, he's the Lord Commander of Metal King Studio, which is his gaming company, and he draws, he
models,
sculpts in digitally sculpts, and he packs all the miniatures when he gets them cast by another company, and he designs the rules and does most on his own. So it's really cool.
a real one-man show.
It really is, and he's run 2 successful Kickstarters. So you saw the heroes from the first wave. That is a 2-player battle box, which basically gives you everything. You saw the measuring widgets we used, and you get a lot of pigmen, or pigs.
Pig! Not pygmies, but pigmen.
Pigs, yeah.
This is a big
So you get the heroes against the pigs, and it's a quite unique style, because you have these 2, 3, 4 heroes, depending on how you kit them out, against
many
4, 5, 6 pigs, or as you saw, 4 bone stalkers.
You saw that one.
Yeah, because the bone stalkers came in the second Kickstarter, which introduced the Bone and Darkness and another hero faction, the Lone Guard, which have all the standard rangers with the green cloaks wandering in the wilds, and you got the Seeker's Handbook, which just makes the game so much more.
You can make
deep.
a campaign. Yeah.
You can make a campaign. It adds many scenarios to the game. It adds wandering monsters. So when we could have fought against not just ourselves, but also monsters suddenly wandering into the table,
Cool.
which is really cool. And yeah, now third wave is currently on Kickstarter. It started on the 13th of October, and it was funded and reached the first stretch goals within 24 hours. It was funded in like 6 or 8 hours, so it's really successful. And then introduced 2 new factions. You have the Welderkin, which is a big stonekin. It's a previously elf that was turned into stone, and then they used magic to reanimate it. And you have a gnome alchemist riding a fox, which can throw. Yeah, that's really cool. And it can throw poison potions, and it can throw healing potions on your friends, and it's completely wacky.
And what I like the most, I think, is the other adversary group.
Is the Wretched Hive.
The Wretched Hive.
Yeah,
they
so
have some cool models.
Some iguans and a basilisk. So you have iguan slavers, a witch, which is really cool. So you have some really dark, serious kind of things against the super colorful, wacky heroes.
Yeah.
And a lot of stretch goals that has already been reached. There is currently, it might be funded as of now, a new campaign book with an extra campaign setting, which I think will be really cool, knowing what Sean does. But the campaign will run to the 31st of October.
So go to Kickstarter.com and check out Relicblade. You can also go to Relicblade.com and check out Sean's page himself, or yourself can check out his page. There are some videos there. You can also search for Relicblade on YouTube to find more of these videos. Of course, you now have seen one of the most awesome battle reports with the most awesome PD and terrain. So, well, we wish you happy hunting, and let's meet in the Relicblade realm for more battle.